Hello. So, I wanted to do a video. I haven't done one of these sort of videos in a long time. I've been trying to do this many times, but I'm not used to speaking to the camera like I used to be. Because obviously I've been out of the whole doing things with for video, speaking to the camera, acting on camera. Been away from that whole filming scene and everything since 2018. And it's 8 years now. 8 years since I left all that behind. There's been a couple of times that I've tried to get back into it, but it just wasn't the time. And when I say it wasn't the time, so here's the thing. Filmmaking was a big part of my life. It actually became my life. It went from being a fun hobby thing and maybe like a career thing that I could have made for myself to this addictive thing where it became my life. I ate, slept and lived the whole filmmaking thing. Like I was living as characters more than I was actually living as myself. I was constantly in stories. It didn't matter if I was writing like scenes that were to be filmed, or if I was writing other future stuff, or if I was then filming. My daily life became literally filming during the day, then being at home. This is back when I was at my dad's. This is before I moved out, like before I had my own family. So it was from filming during the day, sometimes in the evenings, to then doing some editing work in the evenings, and even some writing as well. Sometimes both. Well, a lot of the time both. And I would be up in the night till silly hours of the morning, like 2, 3 in the morning. And then I would be up at like 8 o'clock, sometimes earlier, getting things, equipment and everything ready for that day's filming. And it became a daily routine. And this was going on for quite a long time. Especially why the last project I worked on was that web series I done, the Science Rising web series that was based on books that I've been writing for quite a few years. That web series took 5 years to make, and for those 5 years my life became just in the whole story 24/7 almost. And it was part of that led to me stepping away from the whole filmmaking thing. Wasn't meant to last all this time, all these years. But obviously, our own plans never work out. I knew right from 2017 that I would be stepping away from this soon for a short time. And what happened, and this is why we were still trying to finish the web series, and I also knew the people I was filming with, I wasn't going to be filming with anymore. I knew Michael was going to go because he had other things now in life. I knew my mate Lee was stepping away from it. Like, I knew everyone that was part of things for so long were not going to be part of this anymore. And I didn't actually take the time to actually process that properly when that was happening. I was so focused on what was filming and everything, what I was trying to get finished. I didn't actually take the time to actually process all that. It was a difficult time, and it was making the whole thing because of how invested I was into it, and where it became my life. Was actually making me ill, but it was actually making me ill right from earlier than that, like from 2015. We started in 2013, like that web series, but from 2015 onwards, it was making me ill. Then we lost one of our friends that was a part of it. Didn't actually grieve him properly. If not, like, probably not at all, really. And but yeah, so come to 2018, me and Michael finished some last bits that needed to be filmed during the summertime, and that was it. It was done. And it took a few days till it actually hit me. But though I had that, I need to get back into this, I need to find some people or something. I was so addicted because it became so much from being a hobby thing and that, like, to a fun thing, like from a fun thing to this constant. Well, I got so into the routine of daily, constantly. I was having major withdrawal problems, and I knew I had a problem, but then during I got over it. I got through it. I was fine. I just tried to, as much as I was trying to live my own life and try and make something of my own life. Why I had like the whole filmmaking side put on hold for a while. I planned to give myself a few months just to have a break and work out the rest of my life. Although I wanted to do something like make filmmaking like a career or something, because where you can do it independently. I put it on hold, and I wanted to try and focus on the rest of my life, like the other areas of my life. And yeah, obviously, I've made a success of that in other areas of my life, and I'm now a dad. But the biggest problem with the whole filmmaking thing was it basically became like an idol in my life, because it became my life, and it was a hard thing. And because I was so lost in it, I treated some of my friends like very badly. I didn't even, because I was so lost in it, I would push them like on the filming days and everything. Some of them would just finish work, like a couple of them would just finish work and they travel straight to the filming thing right from work. And I'd be a bit annoyed if they turn up late. But considering they come straight from work as well, I would push them on the day, like during the filming and everything. Like I could be, I became oblivious and not considerate of anything. I like it would, basically narrow tunnel vision, basically, because it was like I was there, but I'm not there because I'm too lost in the whole. I need to get this story finished. And it's in these years since that I've realised how much of a problem it became. What, especially the thing was making during those 5 years. What, how much of an addictive thing it became, how much of an idol it became, what the damage it did to me, mentally and physically, because of how much I pushed myself beyond quite a few limits. Like I really overdid it, and friends were saying that for a long time, and they kept trying to get me to calm down and step back and whatever, but I couldn't. Everyone saw what he was doing. But yeah, but in these years, since these 8 years, I've been fully understanding it, and I've been seeing it, and I've been understanding how I was to them. I've already apologised to them a few years ago, but I've also understood what it became in my life. And it was like I had that push as well. Like when I decided I was going to step away from this back in 2018, well 2017 I decided. It was like I had that push to do it anyway. It's like Yeshua was pushing me. Like it's like he was trying to tell me from that point what it's become. It's become this idol in my life, and what it's doing not only to me but to the others around me, and that I think that was his way of pushing me and say, like, this is it. This has got to stop. And although this is something I love doing, and there's a lot of good things that have come from this whole filmmaking thing that I've been doing for years, a lot of good, but it became something that was doing a lot of bad. And from what I've been coming to understand is, in order for me to have something like that in my life again, to be able to continue in the filmmaking that area, to make stories, even to tell stories for his glory, I needed to have this long break to fully understand what went wrong, what it became, so that I am able to, so that if I return to it, it does not become that again. I need to get control over it so that it doesn't control me and doesn't become a big, like an idol. And so the last couple of weeks, because I've reached that full, I've reached this full understanding of the whole and processed it all, come to grips with everything, and fully admitting it all, what it became and what I was doing and everything. Like for the last few years, during that journey away from it. But in the last couple of weeks, I've been feeling that push again towards back to it, and getting these ideas come to me for stories that would help a lot of people in a lot of ways, and stories that are going to help glorify him, and stories that are going to get the message across. And this is something I haven't had in quite a long time. I've already got these ideas flowing, how I would do it, what I'm going to do, and I'm just feeling that push again towards it, like let's get back to it, go. And I think that's basically him telling me I'm ready to do it. I've conquered it now. I've had all this time away from it. 8 years is a long time. But I think I'm ready. So, I wanted to do this video to explain this, and to let you just know that, yeah, I'm going to be working on some stuff. Getting back into the whole game of filming again. I'm not going to go rushing into big things yet. So, no feature films. Not just yet. I need to slowly work myself into it. So, I don't know. Short videos I'm probably going to do. But I have got ideas for short films as well. But I mean, maybe a feature film. But the biggest thing I won't do is I'm not going to be working on any like web series, nothing like that. Like ongoing stories that like through like episodic stories, like none of that. I just wanna focus on like films and videos and nothing. I'm at this point in life now where I just can't see myself doing long, drawn, episodic things anymore. So yeah, expect mainly just films from me now, rather than making a show or anything like that, because that is hard work. I've been there, done that, not returning to that sort of thing anymore. So yeah, I've gone on and on and on. I speak too much. It's now 19 minutes, this video. But yeah. So, I'm getting ready. I can't wait to start using this again. It's been a long time. I mean, I've used it for taking pictures, home videos and things, but like to properly use it for filming and dust off all my old equipment, my green screen, the lights and everything. I've got to get all that, got to go through everything, test everything. Is everything working still? which it should be because it's hardly been used, a lot of the stuff. Because a lot of it I got towards the end of my filmmaking life, and some of it after, when I was trying to return to making things. I think it was like 2020, 2021, but obviously it didn't happen. But now, yeah, I'm not sure who's going to be part of whatever I end up making. I've got to build whether it's going to be like it was before, where it'll be same people in different projects, like a team, like it was before, or if it's just going to be totally different, where I get a couple of people on board as team members to help run the production company with me, and we just cast different people for different projects at different times. I'm not sure. Haven't figured that out, but I do know I'm gonna have to. The first part is gonna be finding a new team for, like, to help me with the whole behind the scenes work, behind the camera stuff, to get this production company back running again. I've not actually figured out how, because obviously it was running under Carnexus Universe, used to be known as Carnation Productions. But then I wanted to go under Sarah Thompson Films. So we'll probably go under just Sarah Thompson Films and just leave Carnexus Universe in the past, because there's no point continuing, or unless we end up coming with a new brand company, a new name, because I don't want to continue the old. Sarah Thompson Films will be a thing, but as in a new company, to have everything under that I make going forward, that's something that's going to have to be discussed with the new team that I end up putting together. So yeah, it's going to be a long process. But in the meantime, while I'm working on that side of things, I am going to be working on some short things myself. But yeah, so it's coming together slowly, getting back to it. I did have a long beard, but the other week I tried trimming it to tidy it up, and I messed it up, so I had to trim it really short. But it's growing back, but I'm probably not going to have it as long as I did, because it's just so hard to maintain and time consuming as well. And as a single dad, I ain't got time for that. So I'm just going to keep it to a length where it's easy to maintain. So I'm going to let it grow a bit more and then just keep it, yeah. But yeah. So that's an update on that part of my life, the whole filming scene. Yeah. I think that's it. Might try try and get into the routine of doing some sort of update things like this about my life in general. I'm not sure. Or I might just keep it focused on my creative side of my life, like my writing and this whole filming side as I get back into it. I'm not really probably going to show you other areas of my personal life because I try and keep that off camera. I have always kept that off camera. And yeah. So yeah. Trying to think of something to do. I'm just passing the time. Doing this passing the time because my kids are at school at the moment. So I've got a bit of free time before I have to get on with bits around the house. Just having a bit of chill time, me time, rather than just constantly being on the go every day, just doing chores and getting things and all the usual things that we parents have to do. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. Anyway, stay tuned. Let's see where things go. Yeah. What I end up making. I'll keep you all updated. See you later.